Live from Fox 56 Sports, this is Home Team Friday Nights.
Welcome into another season of Home Team Friday Nights.
Yeah.
I am Mitch Brown alongside Michael Epps, Nicole Hutchinson. She will join us in just a second. It's that time of the year again. We've talked about it. We had the camp tour, but now it's the real deal.
Feels good. Hoops is great. I know this area loves its hoops, but man, Friday night, football Friday nights, it doesn't get better. It's fun. I'm happy.
Absolutely. It's good to be back for sure in the saddle. Let's not waste any more time. Week one, This one was one that was circled on the schedule of Trinity because Bryan Station beat them in the state tournament last year. Jeff Braun on the sidelines watching. Early on, though, not so good for Station Nation. Trenton Cutright can't handle the snap. That leads to a Trinity scoop and score here. It is 14-0 Trinity. The Shamrocks going crazy. Tough night for the defenders, but great play from Devon Frazier here. Gets Cutright after he throws it on the move. But nice catch by Frazier there. But the Shamrocks rock Bryan Station 36-3. A little get back for them after that matchup in November last year. Now let's go ahead and bring in that third member of the team we told you about. Of course, it is that time. Game of the week, Lexington Catholic. Easy choice there.
Clutch. Nicole Hutchison, the one and only. She had a good one, right, Nicole?
Hey, man, listen, guys, I had a great one. It was lit at Lexington Catholic, and why not be lit? Y'all have a first-year head coach in Nick Bosch, a lot of expectations, especially with him having to come and follow behind Bert Bathiani, but it was a great matchup today with the Highlands, and he wanted to see if his squad had some dog in them. Let's head out to Lexington Catholic. Of course, the student section was lit tonight. Lex Cath getting punched, though, in the mouth early. Brody Binky finds Carson Class with a late evening school session. Knights down 7-0, and Lex Cath, though, had opportunities to get on board in the first quarter. Couldn't convert, but Highlands taking advantage, and listen, this guy can play receiver too. Binky for the 36-yard touchdown. I mean, he could do it all tonight. Ballin', absolutely ballin'. Knights down 13-0, but find some fight with seconds to go before the half. Jackson Wasick across the middle to Tanner Pedroche. Lex Cath left the half down 6, fall tonight 34-27. And Fleming County in town tonight. Henry Clay, the host. First minute of the game. This was a good one, guys. I mean, we gotta love this. Look at them just getting turned up. Hey, yeah, I mean, you can tell. It took about 20 minutes, clearly. But Rohan Taylor tosses it out to Walden Cole. Just watch him work. Good footwork right there. Working 9 to 5 right here. Breaks multiple tackles, tiptoes on the sideline, and finds a way to 6 points. That's how you start the season, people. That game's still going on right now at last check. Henry Clay was up 10-7 early in the second half. A lot of good battles tonight. Good preview of what's to come for the season. That'll do it for me, though, guys. Back to you.
All right, always appreciate you, Cole. And we've got so much more action to get to, so we're going to toss it to timeout here. But when we come back, much more action to get to across the area. Home Team Friday Nights, back.
We're the Marines cheerleaders, and you're watching Home Team Friday Nights. Let's go, Marines!
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
Oh yeah, they turned up, man. You put the hand up and you know what time it is, man.
I need more juice, though. It's week one. Come on. Let's step
now,
it up.
objects in the camera were a little bit more lit than they appear. I promise you.
Fair.
I promise you that. But you know what, though? The action as well on the field. A lot to get hype about tonight for those students.
Yeah, absolutely. Even up in Scott County, we had two good ones. The Battle of Alcorn Creek, the BGO Bowl. Let's go to it. A great doubleheader. We'll start with Scott County, who took on Madison Central. The first quarter, QB1 Andrew Hickey with the soft touch. You like to see it. That's a nice ball to Elijah Lilly, who just walks in on touch for the tutty, and it's 7-0 Cardinals. They're pressing with a little smoke screen. I like this action that McKee has going with this offense. It always works. Nobody sees it up until it's in the end zone, thanks to Aliyah Hamidah. And Scott County showing no mercy. They just kept running up the score. Thomas Fiker turns the corner into the end zone for another TD. Scott County, they always start the season strong. That's just how they do it up there. 51-7, the final.
Biker back at it, and in round 2 of the Battle of Elkhorn Creek, the Great Crossing Warhawks kick off their season against Franklin County. The Flyers getting hot early as Shalom Moore says goodbye. Takes ankles as he glides into the end zone untouched. Moore went out with injury, but Gavin Hurst picking up the slack, cutting all the way across the field and doing what he does best, just flying down the sideline. And that would set up the big fella, Christian Moore. A couple of plays later, easy touchdown as he leaps in for the score. The Flyers currently leading the Warhawks 23-0.
And they're replacing a legend, Caden Moorman, right?
Yeah,
he was the guy that was supposed to go to Kentucky, didn't. Obviously went up to Louisville instead. And they could just kind of churn out some sneaky athletes.
They do. They really do. So it's good to see the Flyers, though, continuing where they left off.
Yep.
How about Oldham County and Lafayette kicking the season off at 6 p.m. today over at Henry Clay? Early on, it was Lafayette out front 7-0.
Stay hydrated.
This made it 14-7 here. Oldham, after Caden Osborne's touchdown run, got the edge there on the zone. But check this toss and catch out here in a second here. Isaac Barrow, that guy can throw a nice ball to Terze Taylor. It was a beautiful catch in the end zone. Came down with the control as well. That is a good play right there. Generals get on the board, make it 14-14. They do not score again. 35-14, your final.
Coach Lawson trying to turn that program around. Give him time. All right, let's go over to Jessamine County. East Jess will start in the jungle where the Jags taking on Wayne County. It's been a tough week for them, too. Our thoughts and prayers go out to that community as well. Wayne County, they are absolutely having a strong start to the year, marching down the field. Corbin Edwards finds Bryce Lefevers for the score. The Jaguars, though, they respond. They're resilient. Sean Reed blows by the defense, but the Cardinals too much.
Wow.
They got a lot of talent. I love that play, though. And Coach Bolin, he's got his guys ready to play, but Antoine Dumford would absolutely get a phenomenal play right here before the half. And Wayne County, they just get just enough, 35-28, to beat the Jags. So let's go to the west side.
Following that game, Wayne County taking on the Colts of West Jessamine. It's a bit of a late start out there, but Danville came out the gates firing as Jatavian. There he goes. Jatavian is going. Beasley takes it to the house. You can see the burners on this kid as no defender is near him as the Admiral strike first and set the tone early, but not to fret. West Jess getting the early season jitters out and on their first possession, the fight back and drive the ball down the field. Is capped off by Gabriel Smith as he runs a QB keeper to punch it in the end zone for the Colts. Currently, this game sits at 20-13. West Jess trying to get off to a 1-0 start.
Hey, they're replacing a legend, too, Jacob Jones. He was a big-time quarterback for them, so we'll see how they go ahead and do that. Madison Central, they're replacing guys, Jaden West and a number of them. Not the way you want to start the season, losing to Johnson Central in a close one, 28-21. You know those mountain folk. They fight in the Hutch Bowl. And then Estill County, they've had an interesting day, too, but good performance on the football field, 22-21, a close win over East Carter. We also got Dunbar, local team here in Lexington, losing to Connor 45-21, and Sayre. 1A football, Coach Pennington off to a strong start, 41-3 over Holy Cross in Covington.
The power of Peyton Hinkle and Tyler Melito on scene.
Right, and Matt Hall, our front desk man, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, when we come back, more action to get to. Stick around. Home Team Friday Nights continues.
We're the GRC cheerleaders, and you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
It's the GRC student section, and you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
All right. Okay.
I like it. I mean, even in basketball, they still pack that gym. That's a good student section right there. I give them credit.
Absolutely. Love the early school spirit from some of these teams. Keep that same energy as we march towards November in that first weekend of December.
They had fun here in Winchester. The inaugural Clark County Bowl. Fun for this Hall of Fame group to bring them in for the first time at the game. And it was a good night. Central Hardin taking the trip into Winchester. Not the start that GRC wanted. First 2 false starts on the first series, and then their punt is blocked Coach Joe Jericho not happy. A couple plays later, the Bruins handed off to Walker Meredith. Good moves from the senior, sliding into the end zone. That is not how you want to start it. GRC did return the kickoff 70 yards. Was in good position, but then turned it over themselves. The game is still in progress. Tyreek Maxwell, former quarterback, watching. Yes, we'll try to show you that, but GRC trailing 35-14 in the third quarter.
Shifting to the state capital, Frankfurt hosting Paris. We pick things up in the second, where the Greyhounds are up 16-0, and they get to stop on third down 8 minutes before the half. The fans, though, they like this type of energy early on from their teams. They got a full house over there. Next play, Julius Gregory going deep to none other than our friend of the show, Jakari Ransom.
Baller.
All alone once again. Same year, or New Year's, same thing. 22-zip Greyhounds, and they go on to win big, 50-zip. How about Bourbon County and Western Hills? Nice crowd at BC tonight. Hills, they're big. They say the Hills have eyes.
Okay.
Nah, the Hills, they have guys.
Okay.
Cole McDonald. Hey, say at McDonald's, you go supersize. That was the type of game our guy Cole had. The touchdown there, right? Nice catch. He says, I can do it on the defensive side, too. It's going to be some improvisation here, but it is Cole McDonald going to come out on the right side of this for Western Hills. A pick six that puts Western Hills up 13-zip. Have yourself a day, my friend.
That is tough. All right, let's go back over to Winchester. Game one of the Clark County Bowl between Betsy Lane and Berea. Out of far Betsy Lane, they're far eastern Kentucky. Whereas Pikeville and those Mountain Boys can ball. Andrew McCutcheon, he's a baseball player, right? No,
yeah,
no, but he's a baller right here on the gridiron.
Hey.
Punches it in. You love to see the moves from the fans. Hey, puts the Bobcats up 21-0. Berea came up with a big INT at the end of the quarter, but couldn't get anything going. McCutcheon with another big-time carry, punching it into the end zone. Betsy Lane goes on to dominate this one, 37-0 over Berea.
Tate's Creek, big win tonight. Coach Hawks and his crew, 21-14.
Culture.
Pikeville, 34-12 over Pulaski County. Coach Hawks has been trying to build that culture. Big win for their program tonight. All right, when we come back, got to get to those plays of the week.
They're good ones.
We've got some good nominees. Stick around. Sports is wrapping up here on Home Team Friday nights.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday nights.
All right, welcome back in. Let's get to these plays of the week for week one. Of course, you can vote on Fox 56 News after the show. Rohan Taylor finding Walden Cole. A tiptoeing Walden Cole, a tough, mudding Walden Cole, who breaks the tackles and finds the end zone. First score of the year for Henry Clay. Big play there.
Determination, you love to see it. Play number two comes from Paris and Frankfurt. Greyhounds already up big. Julius Gregory deep, as we saw, to Jakari Ransom, an absolute baller. For six to make it 22-0, and they put up a 50-burger. They're 50-0. A lot of fun out there for them in 1A football.
Wow.
Play number three, Betsy Lane. They had a 4th and long, but surprised the defense in Berea by going for it. Carter Parsons throws a gem to Dylan Williams right in the breadbasket. That would set up a touchdown as Betsy Lane wins big. So, as Mitch said, go on the website. We'll try to throw that on Twitter, too, to let you guys vote for those.
Fourth play, honorable mention, our guy Cole out there at Western Hills. Pick six, big touchdown catch. Got to throw him in there as well. But you know what? What was your biggest takeaway here from week one? I know some games still in action. We got to see Frederick Douglass tomorrow, Boyle County. But just what was your biggest takeaway?
Yeah, we got 3 of the favorites to get to Kroger Field in 3 of the 6 classes, so that should be interesting. But pretty sloppy. GRC, they had 2 false starts, and then you get your punt blocked. Coaches are going to make practice tough on Monday, that's for sure.
It's going to be some extensive film sessions for sure. Going to be a lot of practice. But to everybody behind the scenes, Connor, Melito, we've got Colleen, the whole production booth, Bryce over here. Appreciate everybody making this show happen. As always, I'm Mitch Brown. He's Michael Epps. We'll see you same time next week, friends.